Have you ever sold a coin early only to come back to it 100x higher? And you ask yourself the question, how did I not know that this was going to do this? I wish I have just held an extra few days. In this video, I'm going to walk you through one of my highest conviction plays right now. And I'm also going to go through step by step the due diligence process that I have gone through. This video isn't sponsored. This is literally me live inside the trenches showing you how to make money. And if you're new to this channel, my name's Tyrell. I trade meme coins live 24/7. I might even be live streaming right now, so go ahead and check that out. Now, the project that I want to speak to you about is called KingNet AI. The project is called KNet. Now, this is a project that is backed as won hackathons for the likes of Ton Blockchain, BNB Chain, and is backed by Solana, Scroll, Delphimus Lab, and Coco Studios. So instead of trying to compete, which is one thing I love about this, they're not competing with every other chain. Instead, they're adopting and collaborating with other chains. I will always say this, guys. You're never going to find somebody doing better than you trying to compete with you, right? If you collaborate and work with each other, you're always going to grow bigger and better. And KingNet has done this. They're an AI and gaming project that actually allows you to build your own game using this project. So it's open source. It allows you to build your own game, your own AI avatars, your own weapons, items, scenes, even your own maps, all inside of one specific platform. Now, it is the early days. We're not at the stage of, VVI.fun and stuff like that, which I'll show you the level of which I expect this to get to, but it really does work. And you can go ahead right now, connect a separate wallet, maybe a research wallet that you use, and connect it and try it. Guys, don't even buy a single token unless you actually connect and mess about with these things. It's going to show you the difference in what you're going to find with this. They also have technical infrastructure. I think it's over here where you can scroll down where it says agent virtual human interaction, and you can go ahead and mess around with one of their current agents and interact with it. Now, currently it's at that Sims level tech. You can actually see it's fairly good. Like the graphics are okay. It kind of looks like a Sims character, and you can go ahead and talk to it right now. Now you might be wondering, well, yeah, that's great. It looks like another AI project. Yeah, fairly right. It kind of reminds me of Virtuals. The one that went to over $1 billion. You can see over here, Virtuals, when you go to their website and you actually use this type of stuff, it's fairly similar. You simply use these AI agents and you can interact with them and speak to these AI agents. It's very, very similar. Some people have AI agents like Luna. This AI agent was massive in its time, and Luna is a 24/7 streaming agent that you can see. And this agent streams 24/7. Literally, just this, guys. That's all it is. It's just some pixelated character that you can speak to. And this has generated millions of dollars, millions of views, and gone absolutely viral in Asia, right? Would you believe that at all-time high, Luna, right, was at, let's pull it up here. It went up to 200 million market cap. Yeah, 150 million market cap, guys. Ridiculous, right? At all-time high, Virtuals was at 3 billion. So AI, agentic infrastructure, and gaming, the valuations can get absolutely insane because of the narrative, because of how things are on the stock market right now, and also because people know that we're going into this type of world. This is where technology is going, right? People are spending a lot more time on their phones. They're spending a lot more time playing computer games, right? Escapism is a very, very big thing. So this fits perfectly into this. And you can see over here, you can develop your characters, weapons, items, scenes, builds, and like maps. So you can put all of this together and launch your own tokens from this. So you can put this together and launch your own project from this. People are already launching meme coins based on these specific characters that are part of KingNet as well, which is very, very interesting. Now, next, you can actually verify these partnerships as well. You can go to Ton Blockchain. You can see over here, it says, at Ton Day during Festival Web3 in Hong Kong, Ton Foundation announced a strategic partnership with KingNet Capital to drive AI-powered mini-app development. Right, so they have a direct partnership for AI-powered mini-apps with Ton Blockchain. Ton is Telegram, Telegram's coin. You can see everybody uses Telegram on their phone. So this has direct access to millions of users. You can even see the verified BNB Hackathon partnership over here. It says meet the latest BNB Hackathon winners. The May 12th, right now we're on about May 21st, a batch of BNB Hackathon brought in a fresh wave of standout projects. So you can see that over here as well. Now, when you get these BNB Hackathons, that puts you in the lineup in the ecosystem for Binance Alpha. Also puts you top of the list for getting more Binance partnerships, more Binance liquidity, and hopefully you'll have the partnerships and the connections to get Binance listings in the future, right? It gives you a very, very, very good head start. So let's have a look at the token. You can see right now, the token price is ranging between 25 million and 10 million. And we are literally ranging between that price. Now, the reason why we had this little dip over here was actually a little bit of FUD. I'll break this down as well. And it's simply because people don't know how to do their research and they work off borrowed conviction. If you look at the volume right now, we are literally at the high volume point, which is historically like the best value time to buy. Buying below here is cheap. Buying above here is a little bit expensive, but buying right about here, you tend to get the best price on higher market cap tokens. Now, I want to explain this, guys. And this is where a lot of people go wrong. It's where a lot of people went wrong with Housecoin. It's where a lot of people went wrong with Virtuals and Griffin. And it is this trench mentality and mindset. Now, when you are inside of the trenches, you have to remember that we're working on projects like, I call them like aggregators or whatever you want to call them, right? Axiom, Bullex, Nova, GMGN, etc. Right? These platforms that we're using, they give you direct access to a bunch of different projects. Gives you direct access to Pomfon, Launchcoin right now, Boop.fun. We even have like Moonshot and these types of projects. Direct access to a lot of different launch pads. The altcoin world right now, if you look on CoinMarketCap, is dead. Launch pads themselves are all finished. If you've been in this space for more than a cycle, you will remember the AI meta. You remember launch pads. You remember all of these different platforms. And you will know that unless you are a meme coin right now, you're getting no volume. You can see internet capital markets gets volume, meme coins gets markets, the chains that are adopting meme coins gets value, AI, obviously, AI agents, right? But everything else in terms of altcoins doesn't get any value. So what projects have to do now is they have to launch on these platforms, like Launchcoin, for example, and then you get access to looking at that. But because you see over here, you see a bunch of meme coins, LARPs, fake devs, etc. It can often lead you to selling some of these projects very early. Some people's strategy is literally not to hold. If you look at people like Orangey, for example, or Cupsy, for example, they spend a lot of time here. But your strategy might not be like that. You might not be as good as that, right? It doesn't mean that you can't make money. There are still people that make a lot of money just developing high conviction and theses and finding opportunities in real projects. You will see projects like Griffin, very similar. You'll see projects like VVAI, very similar. And you'll even see projects like Virtuals, very similar, right? They all start at a very low market cap and then run up high when people finally realize that they are not a meme coin, is actually a legit project. And that's what you're kind of seeing right now with this specific price action, okay? And the reason for this is because people have verified that KNet is actually a real company. If you go over to Crunchbase, which is one of the steps of research that I like to do, I'll start off on the Twitter page. I'll verify those partnerships as you've seen. So a project can say that they have won a ton hackathon, right? Or BNB hackathon. You have to go and verify it on the specific page. Then a project can say that we have a real company. Well, real companies, you can find them on Crunchbase. And you can see that KingNet was founded in 2008. It's a public company. They have a post-IPO equity. And this location is in Minhang, Shanghai, China, with 1,000 to 5,000 employees. You can even see it has a decent growth score, Crunchbase rank, and even a heat score as well. You can run into its financial details. They have 3 lead investments, 10 investments, 3 funding rounds, and a total funding amount of 17 million with 4 lead investors. So maybe you can even go reach out to their investors as well on Twitter or something like that. You can see that investors is KRYPTOKING 02 IPO, Matrix Partners China, and KRYPTOKING again. So they actually posted 2 rounds. They did a Series A and they also did a post IPO equity as well. No company is doing a Series A and also post IPO equity unless the stock is booming. So we go ahead, we take a look at the stock as well. You can see the stock is SHE 002517. And you can actually see that the stock right now is absolutely booming. So the company which has built this project, which launched, and you can see it on your own screener, is backed by a multi-billion-dollar company. That is legit, that the stock is booming and doing crazy. This isn't another meme coin. This is what I'm trying to explain to a lot of people, right? And you can see that right now they have actually verified and backed this actual partnership. If you go back to the main post that I put out, I think it is this one, you can actually see on KingNet Capital Hong Kong, the official Twitter page, they have made this announcement and said, congratulations to the successful launch of KNet. KingNet AI is a foundational AI model development by the parent company here, allowing developers and users to create no-code games. This greatly reduces development costs and timalities. So, guys, massive direct partnerships with a multi-billion-dollar company. We can even verify the founder of this company being Yu Wang over here, and he backs KingNet, and KingNet backs this project. So 100% legit. You can even see it on the Crunchbase as well. Now, the funny thing is that Yu Huang is actually followed by Mark Anderson. You can see Mark Anderson is a verified multi-billionaire in the AI space. His net worth is valued at 1.9 billion according to Forbes. Well, guys, don't we have something very interesting here, right? We have a very good opportunity for a very, very good project in the similar lines of Griffin, VVI.fun, and Virtuals as well, right at the tip of our fingertips. We can also see, if we analyze this thing using Nansen as well, Nansen being an on-chain research platform, we can see that smart money has been continually buying this token, even during the dip that we had about 3 a.m. my time. We've seen smart money absolutely explode with buyers on this dip. Public figures by the likes of Gakey, I think even Powell's in this, etc. Yeah, Powell's also in this. I think he actually sold off. That's a shame. You can see Gakey and Spider. Powell, if you're watching this, get back in, right? Whales have also been buying this token as well, and the top holders have also continued to accumulate this token as well during the dip too. Now, what was this dip buy? So there was a small amount of FUD, and at the end of this video, I'm going to also get into my specific concerns for this token. But there was a slight bit of FUD. I want to find it over here. And the FUD was this Nicholas guy, and he said, what hackathon? I can't find any info on it. And this reduced in a huge amount of FUD, and people actually sold for a loss. Like, it was crazy that this actually happened, but it gave a great opportunity for some people. A lot of people nuked off their supply on this token because they couldn't find the hackathon, which is already out there. And the reason for this, guys, is because a lot of people run on borrowed conviction. If you look up the KNet token and you look up KNet, you'll see a lot of people speaking about this token and leading it because they've done research. You know, people like Llama, he's done his research. Money Lord has done his research, right? I think there's like a few other people, yeah. Marcel, he's also done his research. But there will be people who will make investments based on other people's theses. And what you see is when people figure it out, like Nicholas, he says, to the KNet holders, I wish you well. I updated some things on the website like docs founders now show true because there is official company associated with it. Duh, right? He figured it out. And then what happened is the price exploded. A lot of people who have sold for a loss have now had to rebuy. And the reason for this is because they lack basic research, right? They didn't do research into the actual project. They was running on borrowed conviction. If you have conviction and you understand the narrative, you understand the research, any dip is actually an opportunity, right? When we have a look at one of the recent bangers that we've seen being Keeta, right? Those people who did research on Keto, guys, I can't believe this. We would shield this inside the trenches, right? Crypto Boars, which is the reason why it should be in the trenches, released a research report on this at 10 million. It's now at 300 million, right? It's at 300 million, guys. That's a 30x with size. That's 100 grand to 3 million, guys, right? In the space of 2 months. Like Keto went absolutely parabolic. And the reason for this is, again, research and conviction into these specific projects. If you do research, if you develop conviction, you will find that you can have a lot of opportunity with these specific tokens. And you can turn small money into big money. A lot of people think this is a whale's game. No way. 12K to 300K. You can turn $1,000 over here. One guy put $1,800 and made $128,000. That's what conviction does for you guys. That's what the type of thing that you can achieve, right? Doesn't last forever, but the upside is good, right? Especially on this first run when people are figuring these things out. Okay, so let's get on to the possible negatives. So if you actually go onto the website, I would say, and I would agree with a lot of people, that the graphics are not the best. You can say that, okay, the graphics are not crazy. But then again, like if you look at virtuals and you look at some of virtuals main projects, being Luna, for example, which topped out at over 100 million market cap at all-time highs, you'll see that this graphics and tech isn't crazy, but this character, believe it or not, has made millions of dollars. This one character over here has made millions of dollars, guys. So, who's to say that you can't do the exact same thing with this? It could be the exact same for this specific project. We also have like virtuals itself. Like if you go to virtuals website itself, it's nothing crazy, right? You have a list of AI agents that are using virtuals technology. You have a introduction to virtuals framework and how it works, and that's pretty much it. So I do think that King there, positive criticism, they could do a little bit better with their website and the actual overall design of the website. But I understand that you don't need GTA level graphics to have success. You only need basic 2D graphics or like basic 3D graphics to have success, and the ability to talk and communicate with NPCs. As long as you have the right backing and fundamentals, you can have a lot of success and turn a very profitable company in the agentic infrastructure projects as well. So bullish to say the least, and it does allow you to create your own games as well. I would also say that this does need some type of launch pad associated with it. What we're probably going to see is a lot of people developing meme coins based on the weaponry, based on the characters as well. I think there's already a meme coin associated with this character Joy as well. Already, I think there is. So yeah, you could probably go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, you can see, yeah, Joy already has a character as well, which shot up to about 500K market cap too, at all-time highs. So yeah, you're probably going to see a lot more of that too. But I would say this, guys. I will say that this project is definitely a high conviction play. Everything checks out. The stock's booming right now. It's backed. It does have direct partnerships. The team is legit. The hackathons are also legit as well. It gives the exact same thesis as early virtuals, but on Solana. If you enjoyed this video, this is like my 4th time recording this. My cat kept jumping in the video. Please like and subscribe. If you want more research like this, let me know. And if you want to get more updates on projects which I've spoke about in the past and projects which I'm going to be looking at in the future, make sure to check out my Twitter account. That's where you're going to hear all the things. If you're going to comment and say, Tyrelle, what about this project? What about that project? Look at my Twitter to get any updates on any projects and theses that I am looking at. And if you're new to this channel, subscribe. I show you things about research. I live trench every single day. I make solid videos on how to become a better meme coin trader. In fact, check out the next video to become a better meme coin trader. I'll see you in the next one.